All right, folks, welcome back to Indie Showcase Saturday, powered by The Shed. And yes, indeed, we just finished a look at a crazy sci-fi action game, which was Siege of Centauri. And now we're going into another tower defense game, but as you can see, this one looks quite a bit different. So this is Duke of Defense, which actually is published by HitSense, which is a publisher that I had the great fortune of meeting earlier this year at PAX East, and who is very interested in doing stuff with The Shed, actually. So this is very cool. It's a good opportunity to check out some of their wares. They have some stuff coming that I'm really excited for. And the reason we're checking out this now is this actually came out back in April, but the reason we're showcasing it now is this actually just came out on the Switch. They were low on Switch codes because Nintendo actually restricts how many of those you can generate to give out. So they gave me a Steam code, but this is basically the same game. So we're going to take a look at this one and see how this one stacks up, because like I said, it is also on the Switch. So this is actually developed by two individuals, as you can see, Christopher and Sebastian. And HitSense is an interesting company. I hadn't heard of them until recently, but they've apparently been around for quite some time. And they've got some cool, unique looking stuff coming. And this is definitely not going to be the last game of theirs we cover here, I don't think. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, again, you know, I'm generally not the biggest tower defense person, but I am curious to see what this one was about. Siege of Centauri was kind of interesting. Oh, it's a Game Maker game. Okay. But I am curious for sure. This game is very pixel art, so this looks quite a bit more old school than even a lot of traditional pixel art stuff. Doesn't seem to want to stay in full screen mode either, but okay, here we go. Oh, select Z and back X? That's kind of weird. All right. The resolution 1440. So this is cool. It actually does have some advanced... oh, wow, look at this. Okay, for a pixel art game, this has some hardcore video options. It'll actually show you your video memory usage, which seems kind of amusing. Your FPS. You can actually set your timing method for VSync. Wow, okay. You know what, guys? You put some effort into this PC port. I'm gonna give you that. That is pretty cool. Wow. Oh, it's co-op apparently. So that's kind of cool. And it's got accessibility options, so you can turn off screen shake, blur, and actually change your game speed as well if you need to make it a little easier to play for people with accessibility needs. Very cool. I like to see that. We don't see enough of that these days. Apparently it does have leaderboards, so that's cool. Publishing and moral support. So this game was literally made by two people. So that's pretty neat. All right, let's give this a look. Single player or two players? So obviously I don't have anyone to co-op this with, but co-op tower defense, that could be interesting. I wonder how that would work. Very nice 60 FPS pixel art animation. I like that. I like the music too. Ah yes, a wandering knight surveying the land on a rather peaceful day. The peaceful stroll was short-lived, however, as our soon-to-be protagonists would find themselves suddenly alerted by the sound of a nearby attack. Off they go to save the day and fulfill their role in a story told many times before. Yeah, Were-Tiger, that would be a relationship ender. Oh my god, why did you waste that? I'm trying to build this thing. Why did you put that there? Gah! You know what? Maybe we'll try to run the two-player mode before we finish our segment with this, just so I can try to look at it and see how it works. Tutorial. Okay, so WASD or the arrow keys. Don't forget your roll. C and Q. Oh, I don't know about this key layout. I guess you can use the arrow keys to move too, actually, so... Build the tower by select... Oh, I see why the keys are spread out like this. Okay, I see why they're doing it this way. You actually can't control this game with the mouse, which is odd. This is definitely going to work on the Switch, because the game is clearly built for that. You can upgrade towers by standing on them. This is much like the Pixel Junk Monsters game on the PlayStation. And you can choose which upgrade you want, range or fire rate. Movie, what's up, man? How are ya? Okay, so this game is a lot more like, this game reminds me a lot more of, so there tends to be a couple of different variants on, I'm good, man. The tower defense games tend to have a couple of variants. They have the ones where your goal is to build the towers and then manage them. And then they have other ones where in addition to building the towers, you have a principal character that you are controlling who you have to move around to maintain and upgrade the towers and who also has to do the fighting. That's very much what this is like. That's very much what this one is. This is much more like Pixel Junk Monsters. Which is Pixel Junk Monsters was a very highly regarded tower defense game on the PS4 or PS3 that played like that. This says press slash to continue. Okay, there. This area will display the enemies that will appear in the current wave. Okay. Pixel Junk Shooter was really good. Sanctum, yes. And Sanctum has full online co-op. We should play that someday, Where I always wanted to beat that game with people. Sanctum and Sanctum 2 had really good online co-op, actually, that was really smartly designed. I never finished those. I would totally play those one of these days if you like. Yeah, for sure, man. Those games are a lot of fun with a good group of people, actually. A lot of fun. And they're first person as well. Hey, Sin, what's up, man? I think it's 3 or 4 person co-op for Sanctum 2, so yeah, I would totally do that. Sanctum 2 is the better of them, for sure. It's the more refined. They've been in bundles and stuff a lot, too. They're good fun. They're first-person tower defense games. Okay, so here's the different levels. I guess that's the co-op mode. I did actually a very early All Together Now co-op series that I did on my YouTube channel was of playing Sanctum 2 with some people, but we never finished it. Goblin Express. So I need to build a thing here, I guess. So what is this? Anti-air, bomb, and arbalest. Yes, it is, Sin. We did Ashes of this, or not Ashes of the Singularity. We did Siege of Centauri as our last game. The game dropped like 5 FPS on the stream capture on occasion, but most of the time it held up very well. I'm actually very pleased. Way ahead of you, video game. I got your arbalest right here. And this game, like I said, is like Pixel Junk Monsters, where you can go up and actually choose to hit enemies on your own if you want. And in fact, in some levels, you'll likely have to do that. Oh, okay, so the enemies don't actually attack your fortress, they just go into it instantly, and if they do, then it's destroyed. So that is something to keep in mind. So you have the game Dark Souls style, you also have iframes when you roll. But I will say the hitboxes on your guy versus the enemies are a little strange. So the fact that I can't build any other towers at this point is indicating to me that I'm guessing I'm supposed to be having enemies getting through here because it's probably trying to teach me something. No, big guy, you die. Yeah. I'm gonna wreck all your faces. I think I'm gonna replace this turret with... Oh, right, and I can I forgot. I upgrade turrets by standing near them. The game already tutorialized that, and I already forgot. I'm a video games man. This game I will say this game plays a lot differently than Siege of Centauri, that's for sure. And I'm gonna say this all keyboard setup they have for the controls, not the most intuitive thing in the world. I'm getting used to it, but I kind of get how it fits with the mechanical style that this is going for. This is Duke of Defense, and Player.me dropped the ball again and didn't add it to the database, even though I submitted it like 5 days ago. So, yeah, so Duke of Defense is another tower defense game. This is from HitSense, actually, which is actually one of the publishers that I've been working with the Shed. This PC version has actually been out for a couple of months now. They are doing another wave of this because it just came out on the Switch. So they're sort of promoting the Switch version. I am playing the PC version because Nintendo, unfortunately, is rather restrictive on how many press codes for Switch games they generate, so they couldn't get one to me because they kind of ran out of them already. Oh, good lord. So this is clearly the final wave. Tower defense games love to do this. Where for the final wave, they're just like, hey, guess what? It's Arma frickin' Geddon. But that's okay, we still got it. Oh no, that's apparently not the final wave. I'm gonna update the range on this one, I think. So you can upgrade towers multiple times, and it's neat. You upgrade them by standing near them, and you get to pick what the upgrade is. So, for example, in Siege of Centauri, when you upgrade a tower, it just does one thing. It upgrades its damage or whatever. This one, I can up the damage or the fire rate per arrow, which is pretty cool. Achievement unlocked, Finance Specialist. Yay, I got a new head. And a skill point. Ooh, is there permanent progression? This game also has a 2-player mode in it as well, which is kind of cool. Obviously, we don't have that right now. Like, I don't have someone I can co-op it with, but I think I might fire it up at some point and sort of see how the mechanics goes, because WereTiger asked a very good question, which was, do you share resources or not? Because otherwise, this game will lead... If you do, this game will lead to divorce. So... Oh yeah, permanent upgrades. Rolls leave a trail of fire that hurts enemies. That's kind of neat. So, and I can apparently customize my character here. Fresh kicks. It's a two dev game. One guy did the programming, and another did the music and the art and stuff. So it's 2 people. It's published by HitSense, which is a small indie publisher from the southern US, actually, that I'm working with the Shed. Yeah, so this came out, this PC version of the game came out in April, and the Switch version just launched, which is why we're I'm checking this out now. This tower defense game, because like I've said, there's multiple flavors of tower defense. This one is much more like Pixel Junk Monsters from the PS3. This one is much more about, you have your hero who you have to run around, who has to micromanage the buildings, and who can also participate in the battles, as you can see. Whereas Siege of Centauri is more that you don't have a single hero per se. You're just sort of the overlord managing all the towers. So 2 very different styles. Which is kind of cool though, because people can find that appealing. You get wrecked, son. Ah, damn it, that one got in. Crap. Need to spend some more money on some upgrades. I have to say as well, I was initially not really sold in screenshots on this art. I thought this pixel art, to be frank, looked a little bit basic. But seeing it in motion, it's actually better. It's a lot better than I thought. It is definitely not nearly as detailed as some other pixel art games. But it is... It especially in motion, especially since it's fully 60 FPS animated as well. I actually kind of dig it, and I actually really like the music in this. I think the music in this is actually quite good. It's nice and energetic, and because that was the thing I said too about Siege of Centauri, is I was kind of like, the music in this is nicely done, but this orchestral stuff, it's a little sweeping and melodramatic for, you know, what it is, for what it's trying to do. Whereas this really feels like it's sort of nice and upbeat, but it's also high energy and kind of drives you towards, you know, wanting to achieve your goal and stuff. I think it's a good fit. And you can tell by the writing and stuff in this game doesn't take itself particularly seriously either. It's kind of goofy. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna up my fire rate here. Gotta roll and get that money. New head, helmless. And another skill point. Now, do I have enough to actually upgrade yet? It would not appear so. The thing is, I don't know what... Oh, I see how you do it. Oh, so these really... leaves a trail of fire. This one you have to upgrade from the... This skill tree goes from the top down, not the bottom up. Ooh, sword impact slows enemies. I like that. That's quite a dramatic build there. Winged goblins. Okay, so this is clearly the first one where we're gonna have to build some anti-air up in this piece. I really like the music in this, actually. It's pretty cool. Oh god, winged goblins, you weren't kidding. Okay, we're gonna boost out that thing's range a little bit, I think. Because there are ground-based goblins coming in as well, I see. But we do have to make sure that's dealt with as well. Oh, you're not getting in there. No, you ain't. I'm going to boost out the range of this thing as well. Thank you, Sim. Damn it, one got in. So help me, I'm gonna get one perfect round at one point, damn it. Thank you, sir. There you go, you get the doubles. Ah, it's alright. You should get shouted out anyway. You don't have to drop a host to get a shout out. Okay, we're gonna build up the range on this one. Holy crap, that's a lot of flying things. We holding them back, though. True. Shout out for days, son. Yo, we playing that DJing. Oh god, what the hell is this friggin' demon thing? Oh god, and he brought friends. Die. He seems totally uninterested in me. Yeah, get wrecked, son. Kingdom needs a Duke of Defense. The adventure begins. Ooh, new head executioner. I want to look evil. Yeah. Hey, look, I've got a new Mac Pro on my face. Hashtag tech humor. Anybody got a nice block of Parmigiana I can grate there? What do we got for achievements in this? There's oh, have you not seen the design of the new Mac Pro, Rez? You should look it up. It's hysterical. They're calling it the cheese grater. No, that's the monitor. You don't need I'm sure there will be a cottage industry building $1,000 stands for the Mac Pro itself, though. In the pursuit of providing safety and peace to the kingdom, we journey onward. Yeah, you see the helmet I just got? I have a new Mac Pro on my face. It's like if you took a Mac Pro and fused it with a VR headset. Uh-oh, evil guy following me. I really like the music in this. It's very chipper. To show our appreciation, the town folks have invested some time into researching the dark arts. You sure that's wise? Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna have a monster barbecue. Yeah, we are. Those bomb ones don't seem to be especially helpful so far, so. Light him up. I like the fact too that to do these upgrades, you don't actually have to do you don't need any resources. All you have to do is stand by a tower to upgrade it. You don't need to spend money to upgrade it. You only need to spend money on new towers, which I think is kind of cool. Oh, get wrecked, son. Oh, it's slow, though. Ooh, okay. This may not have been the best turret to start with. Yeah, maybe not so much. Okay. Yeah, he's very slow. Lesson learned. Let's build ourselves a couple of arbalests. Keep upgrading these pieces. No, I'm getting my perfect round. Damn it. Ah, every time. Every time. This is why tower defense games stress me out. Where are those guys coming into? Are they just passing through, or just passing by? Or easy way to farm money. Oh no, they come up and around. Okay, they just take a while. I see. Okay, do I got enough money now to build a friggin'... What am I missing? Oh, I need 250 to build a fire thing. Okay. Now, I don't know what this little bar means on the top of it. Is that just maximum number of... Yeah, it is. It's maximum number of upgrades. So you can upgrade each tower 5 times, it looks like. Kind of a bummer I'm only down 1 enemy right now in terms of having a perfect round, because you know there's an achievement for that. Okay, you know what? We got the money now. It's time to go nuclear. That's how we get them W's, boys. Bring out that cloud of nuclear fire, boys. Oh, yeah? You get it from Claire's the Vaclav Place of Automobiles, you put it in H and go? We have any tower? Oh yeah, we have this tower left to upgrade. That's what I thought. Polaris is, well, yeah, Polaris... No, that's BRP. One of them used to... No, BRP is the one that used to be owned by Bombardier. Yeah, that's right. But Polaris makes, like, snowmobiles and four-wheelers and stuff, unless there's a car. There might be, like, one of those you know, artisanal car brands that they make in, like, the UK countryside or whatever, called Polaris something. Or did Polaris make, like, a crazy, like, Ariel Atom kind of thing at one point? That actually wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, they do. Snowmobiles and quads. Man, if I ever have like a house I could store it in someday, I'd love to buy myself a quad. Those things are so much fun. I'd love to get one of those someday if I could ever afford it. Oh, there it is. We haven't had one of those in a long time. Okay, why are you guys shooting at all the stuff down below? Oh, because they're air units. Oh, shiz. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, the game hoodwinked me. There was no air units for a long time. I didn't think it was going to send any. Oh, nutsack. Okay. This is a problem. Though, well, they all walked into the building now, so now we probably don't need it. Now you watch. It's not going to send me... oh, no, there is another one coming. I was going to say, you friggin' watch. It's not going to send me another air unit at any point. And I'm going to be really upset about it, but no, it is. Sit down. Oh no, final wave. So, never mind. No, we're not getting any more. Because this game just wanted to be a dick for one wave. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Okay, this is getting a little hairy. Maybe you should have built 2 fire towers when I had the opportunity. I also question that the fire towers can only hurt things on the ground. It is possible to shoot jets of fire into the air. This is just well-established science. Warrior's Wardrobe, I assume that's for unlocking 5 things. I see. Well, Eric, you know, that may not be your ideal thing there. May not want to stand there for days. So we got 2 entry points here. It looks like it doesn't actually telegraph them for you, though.
Figured it. You figured it out. Figured it.
Like, it doesn't tell you which entry point the enemies are coming from. Which I thought was something basically all tower defense games did. All right, boys. This is going to be our perfect round one. We're going to snipe Selly this. Snipe Selly, boys. Sit here and bash Troll, who refuses to even hit me because he is determined. Don't really need as much range on those ones as we need just raw fire rate. I think I'm going to build up this lower point leading to the castle too, because everybody has to come down there eventually. So everyone else can just sort of swing around this one. Okay. Oh, crap. Flying things again. Well, GG. So much for my perfect round again. The game is once again trolling my ass, being like, no, we're not going to send you any flying guys. And then, oh, here's one way because F you. Bah. So mean. And now, once again, it looks like there aren't going to be any. Oh, there's some flying units in there. So yeah, don't ever think the game will ever not throw flying units at you, because occasionally it will. Okay, you know what? Just to be safe, I'm going to build a couple of anti-airs because... Though I'm pretty sure based on those creatures up top, they're not going to be necessary. Oh, no, they are. Okay. Goblin breakdown. All right. Or beatdown. New head Kenny? Wait, what? I don't even know. I have an alien head in a glass globe. So, that's cool. All right. That's pretty neat. All right. Well, guys, I'm gonna go see if there's a way I can take a look at the 2-player mode just to see what that's like. I mean, you've seen what this is. It's another tower defense game, kind of in the different formula where it's kind of more hero-based as opposed to you being sort of the overlord that's looking after everything. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though this was by HitSense, I came into this a little skeptical because I really wasn't sure of the art style. But it's growing on me, especially for the fact that it's animated very, very smoothly. That actually makes a big difference. I love the music. I think the music in this is really good, and it does play well. It's weird to have to play it all with the keyboard, and I'm pretty sure you can't rebind your controls. Shut my mouth, you can. So there you go. You can rebind your controls completely. Well done, guys. They clearly put some real effort into this PC version. Vibrations on the controller as well if you want, but using this all keyboard method, it's not bad. It actually does work okay because a mouse is much better for the... What's up, Navi? How are you, man? Welcome to Indie Showcase Saturday. So it's nice because the whole mouse-driven thing is much better for games like Siege of Centauri, which we last played. But it's true, they are pretty cute ogres. But the fact that this plays all with keyboard makes sense for this kind of game. And even though I'm playing the PC version, I'm actually showcasing this today because this game just launched on the Switch, and this would be perfect on that for the controller for sure. So let's see what the 2-player mode is like. I obviously don't have a second person here, but let's give it a go and see what we can do. I just want to see, because the main question that WereTiger had was, do you share resources? So I too am curious about that. Select is E. Okay, because I need to find a way for both players to check in. There's a lot of options in this too in terms of how you can affect the gameplay and all the accessibility options and stuff. Really, these guys really put in some solid effort. I gotta give them credit. So I don't actually know how to check in the second player here. So you know what? Let me enable a controller and see if I can do that. Oh, there we go. Oh, so you can just have someone jump into your existing campaign, apparently. It's not a new game. So that's kind of cool. So there's your answer, WereTiger. It is shared resources. But you can upgrade 2 towers at once, though, because you're standing, right? Because you're going to be standing near 2 towers. So if I wanted to, say, put an arbalist here and then I wanted to put one here, we can both upgrade them. So while it is shared resources, there is a benefit to it. Like, you could say, you go over here and upgrade this one, and I'll be over here and upgrade this one. So actually, that could work okay. So you can play, yeah, it looks like with 2 controllers or with a combination of keyboard and mouse. Well, no, you're not spending each other's resources. It is a shared pool. But no. Everything is independent. Everything is bound together. So you can't see it. It's behind my head, but the resource meters are down in the bottom left that show the amount of coins you have and the health of your castle and things like that. So it is a shared pool. So you know what? This is a good way to do it. And it looks like you can either have both players use use separate controllers, or it looks like you can assign player 2 to use alternate keyboard controls so that you can actually have 2 people on one keyboard. One person uses the keys off to one side and the other uses the other side. So that's a smart way to do it. It's got a whole bunch of statistics that it keeps. That's really cool. And here's the leaderboards. Coins collected, gems collected, towers built, completion, enemies defeated, and this is showing where I am. And then you can scroll up to the top 10 if you want. Enemies defeated, 13,400. So a couple of people have, needless to say, been playing this an awful lot. So So yeah, you know what, guys? I have to say, this is pretty cool. Wow, so this was not only made by 2 people, one person did almost everything. So this guy was the lead programmer, but this guy did programming, sound, and music. I don't see any art people in here, though. Oh, here it is. Special thanks. Original art. So I wonder if this is mostly just procedurally generated, this artwork or something. I don't know. But I gotta say, it's this surprised me, guys. I came into this one a little skeptical because of the art style, but it plays really well. It is the other kind of tower defense game. So today we have showcased both. So you've actually seen the more Overlord style, where you're doing sort of an Overwatch of your towers, which is Siege of Centauri, and then you have this, which is the one based more around a character. I'm gonna ask my lady friend if she wants to try co-oping this with me. I think this would probably be pretty fun co-op. Yeah, Rez, we had 2 tower defense games today, so this is it for that. So yeah, I might ask her if she wants to try co-oping that with me, because this one could be kind of cool. So yeah, guys, there we go. That is Duke of Defense. It is published by HitSense. It is already out on the PC. It has been out since April, as you can see, for $15 US, and it also just launched on the Switch. With the control scheme they have set up, this is a perfect Switch game. I definitely, if you're into tower defense, and in particularly this kind of tower defense, highly recommended. I don't know if I'd finish it, to be honest with you, because tower defense just generally isn't my thing, but I would probably co-op this. I think that would be a lot of fun. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you are watching this on YouTube, if you could please, if you like what you see here, please click subscribe and the bell to make sure that you're notified of future videos. Drop a like and let me know what you think of this game in the comments, or what your favorite type of tower defense game is, or if there's another one that you maybe recommend as well for this kind of stuff, because there's no shortage of these out there. But don't go anywhere, folks. We are not done yet. We've got 2 more games in the normal rotation, and if we have enough time, we will do one extra one after that. So we still got some more coming up, and these 3 games are all very, very different. So stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Indie Showcase Saturday, powered by The Shed, continues.